Welcome back to the Wonky Studio. Today is the big day. I am finally starting my handset. If you are new here, I am creating a giant telephone like this. My next task is to create the handset. What I am actually going to miss out in this whole telephone making process is this bit. I'm going to edit that in. I just don't think I'm going to have time. I don't think I'm going to have resources. I don't think I'm going to have brain energy to create this. So I think what I'm going to do is create the body, create a handset, and then edit the cord in. If you saw my other video, I actually blew up some balloons, paper mache'd, and I wanted to create the round bit. It didn't work. So on to plan B. My friend Kirsty actually messaged me and was like, have you tried Mod Rock? And I was like, oh my God, that is what it was called in school. So I actually purchased some Mod Rock. Came like this. So I'm not really sure how exactly it works, but I think it's basically like a plaster cast. In this box here, I have a special item, which I had a brainwave. I was like, why don't I get a large polystyrene ball, cut it in half, and then I've got two half circles to use as a handset. So I actually paid, I think, only about 30 quid for this one, but still 30 quid for a polystyrene ball. Oh my God. This is it. It comes in two halves, which is handy for me, so I don't have to cut it in half. But yeah, can you see the vision? Let me just move this out of the way. Can you see where I'm going with this? I can't see what that looks like, but imagine, and hopefully it comes together. Right, it is about 4 hours later and I have finished. Well, no, I haven't finished. I'm lying. I've created the handset. Are you ready? Because I am so excited by this and I can't believe I finally made it happen. Are you ready? Ah! It's quite light actually. I created this out of cardboard. I've stuffed it a little bit so it's got a bit more structure to it and it doesn't collapse. And then I covered these in a bit of extra cardboard just to give them a bit of an extra edge because they were a little bit short. But I'm really excited. It is massive. The next step is to potentially Mod Rock it. I was going to paper mache it, but I think the experience that I've had with paper mache with the phone has not been a good one. I've not enjoyed using it. So I thought I'd try the Mod Rock and just see. But I feel like I'm gonna very quickly run out of Mod Rock. Hey! Come see my phone, Jack. I was just saying about Mod Rock. Yeah, do you like it? Yeah. It's taken me all day to do this. I need to decide whether I'm gonna Mod Rock or paper mache.
Cool, looking cool.
Studio is an absolute tip, but that's just how it is, creating a prop. baby. That is cool. It works. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today I am finishing the phone. Progress report on the phone. I have mod rocked it. I have filled it with this filler, yet to sand it. I'm going to be sanding it today and then I'm going to be painting it today, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, that is the final touch. After I've finished with the phone, I'm going to be then painting the backdrop, which means I'm going to have to take the whole phone out of the studio so that I can get the backdrop fully out on the floor like usual and paint the backdrop. I'm going for the same colour blue as this dark blue. Let's get on with sanding. I have a bunch of sandpaper here. I'm currently in a very strange mood today. I feel like my head is all over the place. And I'm just so ready to get this sorted now because it's been like 3 months since I started this telephone. And as you can probably tell, my frustration is getting a bit much because I really just want to shoot this now. And I didn't realise actually how long this was going to take. So I'm going to put my headphones on, put a TV show on. I've been watching Love Island and get sanding. So it's been a long old slog. I've done 3 months of creating this prop. It's been life-changing. I've learned so much. I've never created a prop like this before. Lots of things that I would do differently now, I know in hindsight, and lots of things that I would not do again. Let's put it that way. But I have found a love for mod rock, which is great. I am so pleased with the outcome and I'm just excited to shoot it now. We're now in the pre-production stage of the project, which means I need to paint the backdrop and I also need to create a couple maybe more props that I want to add in potentially, and then I need to just plan and refine my concept. I actually caught COVID, so now I have COVID at the minute. Been poorly for about a week. And I don't know if you can hear it in my voice. Today's like my worst day. I'm either coming out of it or going into it. I'm not quite sure, but I'm feeling a bit worse for wear, which means I don't really want to shoot myself when I'm feeling not very well. Mentally this week's been a bit tough actually. Coming to the end of this prop making, I thought I'd feel like amazing, and actually I've just felt a bit flat, but I think it's probably the COVID that's making me feel flat, not the actual end of the project or end of the prop making. I am very excited to shoot this, like I cannot wait, but I just feel like, oh, I just want to get on with it. And I'm not feeling too great. So I'm just going to ride out the next few days, see how I feel next week, and then hopefully shoot it next week. So these next few days, potentially the next week, is going to be me just like figuring out how I'm going to shoot this, what lighting I want to use. So yeah, without further ado, I will stop talking now. I will show you the phone. So here we have it. I'm so pleased with the outcome. The numbers need adjusting a little bit when I'm shooting because I don't want them to be wonky, like the number 7 there. Super happy with the way that this has came out. I feel like I could have smoothed it a little bit more, but I'm not too worried about that because I quite like the texture. I feel like when I'm shooting these projects, I quite enjoy the texture of things, especially with it being such like a flat matte colour. Unfortunately, my microphone stopped working here, so I'm just talking through the handset and how pleased I am with it. Finally feeling the overall weight of this is changing my concept a little, so I'm thinking of ways to suspend it from the ceiling, which I'll definitely be planning over the next few days. And then the next step is to paint the backdrop, plan some little extra props that I might be using with this concept, and then draw up the final concept and then shoot. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed this full breakdown of how I've created the telephone, and the next video will be me shooting the blue project, so join me for that.